Are we live? Hello, chat. How's it going? What time is there? Usually I start streaming at this hour, but I'm noticing that my viewership is getting kind of low. So I'm actually thinking starting to streaming for European time as well. Maybe 2 p.m. my time. We'll see. I'll have to experiment a little bit. Streaming hour is very important. Anyway, we have Xbox. Xbox came out, announced something very interesting, which yeah, like it used to be when Xbox made an announcement. I remember everyone that I knew would immediately like get in their homes and they would watch. We would be on TeamSpeak, and we would immediately like talk with MMO Champion, and it would be exciting. It's like, oh, the new Xbox, and we would have the wars with Xbox versus PlayStation. And nowadays it's almost like, hey V, did you hear about the Xbox announcement? And I was like, what? Like, did it happen? And it's like, yeah, the other day. And I'm like, shh, don't tell me. I want to watch. And I go and I click there, Xbox, blah blah blah. And the first thing that I look is at the dislikes. Now YouTube is sneaky like that. They're sneaky. They're trying to hide the dislikes from you because they don't want Xbox to go on suicide watch. Massive numbers of dislike. Like, holy shit. Holy fucking shit. And this reminds me of something that happened during the time of Steve Jobs. A lot of people didn't like Steve Jobs. I don't know why. I personally did. I kind of like everyone that's rich, right? Because like rich people usually have stories to tell, right? Like I don't want to listen to people that are poor. Like people that are poor giving me moral advice. It means that they want me to be poor as them. It's like, shut the fuck up. No, I need someone rich to give me advice. And therefore, Steve Jobs was the man to do it. And he basically said something very interesting. He said that when a company starts, it's got like people that are genuinely passionate in order to create something. And that's true, right? Like normally you don't start a company in the way it's like, oh, I want to get rich. No, like most people start a company because they genuinely want to create. They genuinely want to make something, and the money is usually to pump their dream. And so Steve Jobs said, it's like when you start a company, you're doing it because you want to create something. And everyone in the company, like they know their creation and they know their audience, right? So if you think about like the comic book industry, like people who started the comic book industry, they didn't start it to become millionaires. They started because they wanted to draw comic books, right? Like, it makes sense. And they knew the audience. They knew who wants to read those comics. And so, like, they cared about the actual thing. They cared about the quality of the comic. They cared about the people that they hire. And then Steve Jobs says that as the company becomes bigger and bigger and it branches out, eventually it gets taken over by HR. It gets taken over by the salespeople. And the salespeople, they're completely disconnected from the customer. They're completely disconnected from the audience. They don't know what actually makes the product great. All they know is like in theory, right? Like from their university, like what it is, like their economic university or their whatever studies they have in sales. Like they know what works in general, right? And that's when the company starts becoming slop. That's when the company starts losing touch with what the consumer wants. And that's when you get to experience pretty much what happened to all these major companies, like whether it's Blizzard, whether it's Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed, or even better, Dragon Age, right, with the BioWare. And so I want to see if I can find the video with Xbox now, and we can watch it
everyone.
Together, right? And so you can immediately tell just by the comments that are here, right? Like you just look at the comments and it says cancel subscription. That's how I played out, right? Like one day ago, 276,000 viewers, only 10,000 likes, and literally the first comment is like, yeah, I'm going to cancel my subscription. Nobody can kill Xbox better than Microsoft themselves. I don't remember my feedback being raise the price by 50%. Canceled my Xbox pre-order. This is how we play now. Sounds like the most unintentionally threatening slogan ever. Changing the name from standard to premium is some crazy Black Mirror episode stuff, right? And it's like, look, I'm playing video games, right? Like, this is not how I imagine a gamer to be. Like, first of all, a gamer would have an incredibly poker face, or a face of despair and doom, right? Like, there's nothing left to play. Like, if you want to connect with the consumer base, you need to hire a person like that. If you hire to be a person that's like a waifu, approachable, and she's smiling, like, that tells me you're trying to manipulate me. Like, you're trying to put me on something. Like, this is not what a gamer looks like. Anyway, right, let's hear the sales lady talk her shtick.
Xbox Game Pass is getting an upgrade. We've listened to your feedback, and now you have even more freedom to choose how you play the games you want. Here's a look at what's new and what's changing. First off, you might have noticed some changes to the plan names. Xbox Game Pass Core is now Xbox Game Pass Essential. Xbox Game Pass Standard is now Xbox Game Pass Premium.
That is absolutely no fucking reason under the sun to change the names unless you're trying to bamboozle people. You know, this is kind of like shrinkflation going on. There is literally no reason under the sun to have like all of these weird names and then like start changing them around. The reality is, like, they want to increase the price, okay? Like, that's what they're trying to do. Like, if you were under the standard thing, like, they want to take away shit from you and then raise the price. But they're not honest about it. You know, like, if they came up and they said, look, the economy in 2025 is pretty fucking bad, and our company is losing a lot of cash, and we think you are the perfect pay piggy so that we can whip you and take money away from you. If they did that, at least they would have, like, some shred of truth to them, you know? Like, that people would respect that. But the way they're doing it, it's assuming that people are imbeciles and morons. And according to the first comment, they're not. No one is buying this.
And Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is still Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. We explored other names, but they didn't work out. Of course, a lot more is changing than just the names. We've expanded all Xbox Game Pass plans to give you more games and more ways to play and more rewards than ever. Let's look at the upgrades to the plans one by one. First up, Essential, formerly known as Core. This plan is expanding to give you more ways to play, including PC and cloud gaming.
No one wants to do that. Literally, nobody wants to give away their data, because this is what it's about. You know, it's harvesting people's data. And we noticed this with Helldivers, right? Like Helldivers 2, those weren't with Microsoft, it was with PlayStation Network. And I'm glad to say that gamers have the same disgust towards data harvesting like they do towards AI. Like, it doesn't matter if the AI makes a nice picture or if the AI writes a nice story. People just don't want it. Why? Because it's AI. That's it. Like, end of discussion. And it's the same with harvesting data from gaming companies. Like they've noticed what companies are doing. The reason Helldivers, which was a game initially launched for Steam, the reason it actually went and forced people to sign up with the PlayStation Network, even though they were playing on PC, was because they wanted to moderate, right? So, like, they basically wanted your data, and then if you were misbehaving, if you didn't behave like the community manager wanted you to, they could just ban your account, right, by using the PlayStation Network one. And people said, no, go fuck yourselves, right? And they literally said, like, they wanted it for moderation. And so if you're saying, oh, yes, Xbox is coming to PC, what's the point in buying a console then, you dumbasses? Like if I can play everything on a PC, why on earth would I buy your brick console then? And this is like one of the problems that a lot of people are having nowadays. It's like, why even buy an Xbox? Like, what? It's just a piece of furniture. It literally is. It's kind of like the lamp you place next to your TV. It looks good. You know, someone comes in the house and they go, wow, you know, like, this is a nice gaming setup. But no one ever touches it. There's no point in having an Xbox. There's no games exclusive for it.
Previously, Core was primarily for console, but Essential now lets you play games on Xbox console, PC, and cloud. That means you have the freedom to stream and play on any supported device. And
again, you know, this is great news, I guess, if you don't own an Xbox, right? But if you actually spend money on an Xbox, you're wondering, why the fuck did I do that? Why did I spend money on a console? Why was I so dumb? Why did I trust Microsoft with my cash? Like, now, apparently, I can play it for my PC. There was literally no point in spending how much? Like, $1,000? Or, like, if you bought a new, $1,500? How much is a console nowadays? You spent all that money just for a piece of furniture. and now people with PC get to play. That's great. Wow, holy shit! Like if I was an actual Xbox person, you know, an Xbox fan, if any of them still are there, I would have been very hyped to hear this.
With cloud gaming, that includes a lot of devices. We're
Oh yeah, absolutely. Cloud gaming, another brilliant invention. So the idea with cloud gaming is that you don't own anything, right? So if they ban you, you lose everything. But more importantly, if you stop paying their subscription, you lose everything. You lose all your saves, you lose everything, right? And it's like, well, okay, so you're paying like, well, let's say you're paying $20 per month, right, for Xbox, or how much is it? Or one of their premium passes, you probably pay more. And you pay systematically for 5 years. And then you stop paying. Do you know how many games you own? Fucking zero. And you can't get access to your saves. You can't get access to anything, right? Now imagine that you actually saved that money all this time and you just bought games on Steam. How many games do you own at the end? Every single fucking one. This is it's not necessarily a con, like they're not stealing from you, but it's like a business practices that if people actually support, they destroy the gaming industry. They give a lot of power to corporations, and you literally don't own anything. You don't own the games, you don't own the saves, you don't own the characters, you can never get them back. It's insane. I don't know why people would support this. Like when the moment that I saw what they're doing, I got it. You know, it's kind of like Netflix. Like they're trying to copy the system. You pay for a monthly fee and you get access to games, which is fine, except if you stop paying or they ban you. And I don't trust these companies not to ban you. Like, I'm sorry, I got Gamer Words. You know, I don't believe that that they're going to be honest enough to not ban people.
We're also expanding the game library so you get access to over 50 games. And of course, you still get online multiplayer, so you can keep playing with your squad. Another upgrade is that Essential now includes in-game benefits for some of the biggest games, like League of Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, and Overwatch 2. And with Essential, you can earn up to 25,000 rewards points a year just by playing the games you love. You can redeem your points for Xbox gift cards to get new games, add-ons, and more. So if you've got your eye on some DLC, you can spend points to bring home the bundle. Next up, Premium, formerly known as...
Didn't people actually used to get that before? Like, couldn't you actually get some sort of currency in order? Because was it not Xbox that did this? Was it PlayStation? Like, are they copying Sony or what's going on here? I can get the game I want from OpenSeas? No, not really, because like most of these games that if you get for multiplayer, right, like you still have to play them. Why is she wearing a potato sack? To seem relatable, right? Like if she dresses too nice, then she looks too pompous and rich. If she dresses too poorly, then she's unapproachable. Sorry, then she looks poor. So like she dresses in a way so that whomever watches this, whether they're wealthy or poor, can relate to her. No, seriously, like, that's how companies do this thing, right? So, look at this. Like, the way they dress the person is usually discussed beforehand. And they don't have someone with a lot of bling, because then it looks very pompous, right? They don't have someone that's dressed like a hobo either. And so, like, they have someone that's dressed with a sack in order to look, how should I put it? As neutral as possible, yes. And everything behind her is also, like, part of a set. And people, like, thought, like, what can we put behind? Okay, a corporate art piece, a couple of flowers, a keyboard, right? They have people that make sure everything is taken into account to the smallest detail. Like, look, here you have a joystick, right? You got probably an Xbox controller here. Oh, another Xbox controller, right? It's to make it seem like it's homely. She's your friend. She's like the lady. Like she invited you into her gamer girl living room.
Benefits for some of the biggest games, like League of Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, and Overwatch 2. And with Essential, you can earn up to 25,000 rewards points a year just by playing the games you love. You can redeem your points for Xbox gift cards to get new games, add-ons, and more. So if you've got your eye on some DLC, you can spend points to bring home the bundle. Next up, Premium, formerly known as Standard. While Standard was built with console players in mind, Premium was built with everyone in mind. So we're giving you more ways to play with this one too.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's like, how can they fuck their Xbox customers? Like, every single line in here, it's like, let me tell you why it was a bad idea for you to purchase an Xbox. Am I wrong though? It's like, what? Seriously, like, it used to be that if you buy a console, you got some console-specific games, right? So, like, you bought PlayStation, you had Resident Evil. You bought Xbox, you had Halo. There was a point where they would put research and development into figuring out, like, okay, how can we make games specifically for the console? And some of them were hit or miss. But I do remember, before VR, you had the Xbox, I don't know if it was called Kinect or some shit. But, like, basically you would do hand motions and a webcam would track your hand motions and use that as a controller. And they had, like, this game with a tank where you'd, like, pull down the periscope and... like, it was a miss. Like, at least they were trying, you know, they were trying to be inventive and create new stuff. But, like, now it's pretty much they have completely given up. It's like, I genuinely don't understand what is the point of an Xbox when Microsoft is basically moving to what they consider to be like the Netflix of games, and you can play them on PC. So, I don't know. I genuinely don't know why anyone would invest money with them. Like, when the new Xbox comes out, right? Why buy it? What do you gain? Nothing.
With games on Xbox console, PC, and cloud. You heard that right. PC and cloud are coming to Premium. With Premium, you get access to over 200 games.
I also love that the first game they show is Diablo 4. Oh, it's like, okay, look, you can pay us money and you can buy these shitty games. Seriously, like Diablo 4. To be fair, like, there's not much to show, you know, from the Western gaming industry. Like, if they would have shown the Stellar Blade or some shit, I would have understood. They probably don't have that, so that's why they don't show it. But, like, Diablo 4, really?
And when a new game is published by Xbox, it'll be added to the Premium library within 1 year of launch.
Okay, so no more exclusives. Like, she's literally telling you, it's like, alright, if you buy an Xbox, you do not get exclusives. Every single game is going to be made available for people on PC within 1 year of launch.
Premium also now offers the same in-game benefits for some of the biggest games, so you can instantly unlock characters, cosmetics, and more. Looking good. With Premium, you can...
I really hate this zoomer thing. Is it a zoomer? No, I think it's millennial, right? Where they show something and they go like, looking good. It's so cringe, isn't it? Because it's forced. Like, it's not hyped. It's not natural. Like,
and more. Looking good. Good.
ugh.
With Premium, you can play and earn up to 50,000 rewards points a year. Plus, you get access to exclusive quests, and you get twice the points when you buy games and add-ons. So you'll have even more ways.
This is another interesting thing, you know? I remember, like, gaming presentations back in the day. And they were like, okay, so these are the new graphics in Assassin's Creed. You can go back into the fucking Crusades. And you can blend in the crowd and you can get some whores. You can pay the whores and they will be around you. And nobody suspects because they will just think that you hired them so you can fuck. But in reality, you hired them so you can assassinate. And you can go past the guards. You can use the whores to distract the guards. And everyone was like, wow, holy shit, this game's so fucking amazing. Like the Crusades, you say, oh my goodness. Historical reality, and after you kill, everyone starts running away and the crowd becomes like playing a football and you have to tackle the... And now when you're watching one of these gaming presentations, it's like, let us tell you how you can get points. Yeah, you play the game and you get more points, and more points and you can buy like some skins that should be in the game in the first place. So if you spend your money, you get more points, and with your points, you get to buy more stuff so that you keep spending money so you don't lose the stuff that you bought with the fake currency that we have. What the fuck, you know? Who is attracted by this? Like, seriously, who wants this shit? It's so fucking insane.
Ways to earn rewards. Finally, let's take a look at Ultimate. The best thing about Ultimate is that you can play new games on day one. That includes games like Call of Duty Black Ops 7, The Outer Worlds 2, and High on Life 2. But now, the best is getting...
You know, up until now, I thought, okay, well, if you buy an Xbox, at least, you have the option to play 1 year early. But now they're telling you, no. If you buy an Xbox, no, you don't get to play 1 year early. No.
Even better. Ultimate subscribers will get access to over 75 day one games a year.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, say it ain't so. 75 games on that. Oh my goodness, what a bargain. Oh, 75. Holy shit.
We're also adding 2 new partner subscriptions. With Ultimate...
More subscriptions, chat. Oh my goodness. More subscriptions. Holy shit. I thought they were going to talk about the new game, but who needs a new game when you got like more subscriptions?
You'll now have access to Ubisoft Plus Classics in addition to EA Play.
Ah, the Saudis! The Saudis are stepping up! Jesus Christ.
And Fortnite Crew will be added in November. In total, Ultimate gives you access to over 400 games playable on Xbox console, PC, and cloud. And when you stream games with cloud gaming, Ultimate gives you our best quality with the shortest wait times. To round out the package, you get the same in-game benefits you're used to. And with Ultimate, you can play and earn up to 100,000 rewards points a year. That's 4 times the points you get with Essential. So now you know what's new with Xbox Game Pass Essential, Premium, and Ultimate. All 3 plans are designed to give you more value, more rewards, and more ways to play than ever before. And however you like to play, Xbox Game Pass has a plan that's right for you.
I love the fact that I don't tell you how much it costs. Like, they're almost ashamed of displaying the price. Oh my god. Hola, we got a super chat from SRC Maker. That shirt is so bad, V. Literally a sack would have been more fitting looking. Oh my goodness, after the transitioning, you don't even notice the boobies anymore. 4 AAA slop games and 71 in the slop a year. Yeah, that is it 4 AAA slop games? I think you're right. I think you nailed it. My favorite part is when they're talking about League of Legends. It's like, bitch, League of Legends is free. It's free. Like, why? How? Right? Like, am I wrong here? It's like, oh yeah, you get to play League of Legends. I am playing League of Legends. I don't need the Xbox to play League of Legends. What the fuck? Shortest wait times. Wait, there are wait times. Yes, apparently the way it works is that if a game comes up, you can buy it for Xbox, right? And there's no wait time because you own the game. But if you have like the medium one, you have to wait 1 year before like the game goes on to their Xbox Pass. So like their Xbox Netflix basically. Yeah, I think they mean League of Legends skins. Yeah, like you get the Xbox Pass and you play it and you do the achievements and then you get points and you can use those points in order to get Xbox skins, in order to get League of Legends skins. But like, why wouldn't I just buy the League of Legends skins? I'm also curious like how it works. Like if you stop paying Xbox monthly, like do you lose access to the skins? Like probably not, but they should do that, you know? Like at this point, why not? I don't even play video games, but I'm vicariously pissed off for you guys. What about Dustborn? I don't fucking know. I don't think like... oh, okay, hold on. This is... Alright. No, like, we need to figure this out. Give me a second. Alright. Is Dustborn on the Xbox Pass? Okay, so it has been part of Xbox Free Play Days events, where anyone could try it for a limited 2-hour trial. Oh god. Why would they inflict something so horrible on their customers. I don't think it got it. Nah, no. No, I'm saying a game so awful as Dustborn. Why would Xbox do it? Nah, I don't think the bot gets it. No. You need to be a human to understand. Like ChatGPT will never get it. Yeah, they really took the shotgun to the Game Pass. Yes. Grok is better. It probably is on things like this. It probably is. Because it actually, like, the difference between Grok and this and ChatGPT is that Grok actually looks on Twitter constantly, and they actually see what people respond to some shit. And so you're getting like the feedback based on what the vibe on Twitter is. So like if you say Dustborn, it actually goes on Twitter to see what people say about Dustborn, and then it basically brings you information from that. I want to show you something. What they did. So you go on Twitter and you say this, hey, @A, right? And you have Annie. And you say, what do you think about Microsoft fucking up people that have consoles with their new gaming pass? And you post. And you're going to get a reply. And we'll wait for the reply. But apparently it's a new feature that Twitter added, which is probably going to be very cancerous in the future. We're going to see it a lot. SRC Maker, thank you for $10. Grok writes some fucking awesome CNC BDSM stories, bro. I was really impressed how uncensored it was, and I didn't even have to jailbreak it. ChatGPT does as well now. The thing with ChatGPT is that you have to seduce it. Like you can't really hammer your way through it. You gotta slowly ease it in, because it wants to see consent. So it needs consent. But yeah, Grok has no filter. It has no chill. Google Gemini and Claude, they have a lot. Bring back Tay. Well, this is Tay, right? It's actually better than Tay. Unfortunately, it responds pretty slow. Also, let's look at what people say about it. This is on Twitter, what people are saying about the Game Pass. Cancel subscription, that's how I play now. Nobody can kill Xbox better than Microsoft. Just canceled Xbox All X pre-order, you guys are insane. I don't remember my feedback being raise the price by 50%. Oh, this is why they didn't say the price. See, I told you. Because I was wondering, like, why aren't they showing their competitive prices? Well, it's because they raised the price by 50%. Changing the name from standard to premium is some crazy Black Mirror episode stuff. So basically, like, they took what there was in standard and they changed the name to premium, and now they're upping the price by 50% as well. That's how we play now. Sounds like the most unintentionally threatening slogan I have ever heard from a company. I mean, that's what you get when the salespeople are in charge, right? Okay, she responded. So yeah, you can now do this. You can talk to Annie, and she will respond and says, Microsoft totally screwing over console folks with that Game Pass overhaul. Hiking Ultimate to $30 while yanking day one access from Premium. Super annoying. I was hyped for easy gaming vibes, but now it's all greedy chaos. Boo. It's cancel. Well, apparently, when you go on Twitter, you won't hear people going, Grok, is this true? Grok, is this true? They will go, Annie, is this true? Annie? What do you think about this, Annie? Tell me. What do you think about the gaming pass, Annie? Uh, I hope that the Arabs make good games. Well, the Arabs. See, when I first talked about the Arabs, I thought that okay. Before I go forward, for those of you who don't know, the Muslims, yes, like the Muslims, they bought EA Games, right? So Saudi Arabia, right, with uh through the wisdom of Allah, inshallah, have decided to purchase EA Games. One of the crown princes who has a Steam account. I'm not kidding. There is a crown prince of Saudi Arabia. He's got anime avatar on his Steam account. He basically said that he has purchased EA Games and he thanks Reddit for it. Let me see if I can find the post. I don't think I have it at hand, but I saw it on Twitter. Anyway, take my word for it, right? So, like, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia claims that they bought EA Games. In reality, it was like a conglomerate. It had the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund and some others. Okay, I found it. All right, hold on. Right, so as you can see here, this is actually one of the I'm not kidding, like, it's true. He is one of the Saudi royal families, right? I bought EA. Thank you so much, Reddit. And this is just this is gaming. This is Steam account, right? And so the question is, like, what will happen now that Saudi prince has EA Games? If they decide to actually censor it, they will probably not touch anything that was already done, but I do expect, like, a lot of stuff to be shelved. Like, you're not going to see another Dead Space because that's very gory, and apparently it's not very halal. But also anything that has to do with LGBT. So, like, if we get another Mass Effect, don't expect any gay relationships. And if you get anything like The Sims, you won't have any queer patches. But what you will get is sports. Like, sports is the moneymaker, especially EA Sports. Racing. Anything that has to do with guns, like Battlefield is still in. And maybe, like, some Saudi Arabian motifs. Like, it's possible that you're going to get some Arabic letters, decals, stuff like that. Maybe the action can take place in a Saudi Arabian city to show some Arabian architecture. And a lot of games that will probably be family friendly and family wholesome, right? Like, this is what Saudi Arabian censorship will look like. So, pretty similar to what the West does, because, like, alcohol and cigarettes are probably not in Western games that much anyway, right? Like, rarely do you see a character drinking alcohol nowadays. The gore is already toned down. Like, it's not what it used to be. It's not like the days of Soldier of Fortune or, like, massive carnage in video games and shit. Sexuality, like, there's a lot of queerness stuff in games that no one likes anyway. Even the queers don't like that shit. And so, like, yeah, the censorship wouldn't be much. The funny thing is that Western gaming is censoring to the point where when you get, like, an actual theocracy that has its own censorship and shit, there's not that much left to censor, except for the gay stuff. That's it. And this is assuming that they will take a hands-on approach, because it's very possible that they won't even censor. We have lived a time when the Arabs are enforcing heteronormativity. Let that sink in. Yeah, but, like, the Arabs would also force marriage with multiple wives, so. Camel Simulator. It's kind of funny. The Saudi Arabians, they're not the ones with the camels, right? Like, the Afghanistani are the ones with the camels. No, like, the Saudi Arabians have very developed cities. Like, let me show you how Saudi Arabia looks like. Because a lot of people, they keep thinking of Pakistan or the Afghanistan or Iraq when they think of the Middle East. But in reality, Saudi Arabia looks like this. Okay, Qatar looks like this. The Arab Emirates look like this. So there are a couple of nations in the Middle East that are pretty high standard. The only problem is if you're not a citizen, right? Because they still use some form of modern slavery, in the sense that if you're an Indian and you go to work there, they just take away your passport. And when you go to work there, the company will take from, like, you go to work there, you know, you decide a contract and you're going to work for $500 a month, which is a lot for an Indian. And you go there and then the company says, yeah, but like after, from these $500, we're going to deduct your stay, because like they will house you in a corporate barracks and they will deduct money from that. We will deduct your food, we will deduct the tools that you use, we will deduct this, this, and that. And by the end of the day, you end up with like $200 in hand, which you spend there, and or you send back home, and you're kind of trapped, right? Like you don't have money to get a ticket back. You can't really complain to anyone. You don't have a passport. You can't leave the country by foot. So yeah, it's really bad. But if you happen to be like one of the locals, if you're a citizen there, yeah, it's pretty fucking good. Not a lot to complain. A lot of people on the far right would enjoy it there, I guarantee it. SRC Maker, I want the Jihadi game. And I will say it again. As a TS, please, for the love of Christ, can we have legacy women in our games again? Preferably with double Ds. Well, Stellar Blade has that, but okay. So, you want the Jihadi game. That actually happened. Like, there was a game on Steam where you get to play as, I think it was like the Palestinian Resistance Forces, and you fought against the ADL, IDF, sorry, you're fighting against the Israeli Defense Force. They immediately freaked out that they wanted the game banned. I don't know what happened to the game. It was like really poorly made. Like it wasn't something very high detailed, or yeah, it was like a first person shooter, cheap graphics and stuff. But like you were fighting IDF forces, and yeah, the internet lost its marbles. It's called Pionism. What? But the idea is like Steam has like a lot of rules and a lot of terms of service which prevents you from making games like that. Anyway, let's make a react video. I haven't made the react video in a while. Sargon of Akkad says that it's war. You are the enemy. Oh my god, look at this clickable thumbnail. Holy shit. I should make my thumbnails like this. This is so fucking great. Look. You get to see Keir Starmer say you are the enemy. It's like, how can you not click on this? Like this one begs you to click it. Begs me to fucking click it. Okay, I'm clicking it. And I'm getting the commercials. Alright, let's wait for the commercial. Look how bad they are. My god, like it used to be like a 5-second one. Okay, now here we go. Alright, let's listen. See, his thumbnail was so good, it actually made me click on it during the middle of a stream. Why is he so glad if it's war? Like, if we're going to war, why is he so happy?
I am loving this Labour conference, aren't you, folks? This is everything that I said that they were going to do. I did a stream the other day saying Keir Starmer is declaring war on the right. And what did he do in his speech today? He came out and told everyone that you're the enemy.
If you say or imply that people cannot be...
I like Keir Starmer's face. He actually looks concerned. Like a lot of journalists and a lot of people from the mainstream media and some politicians, like usually they come on and they try to tell you something that's concerning. And it's usually about, you know, like COVID. It's like, if we don't get these measures passed, everyone will be infected. But you look at their face and you don't see the concern, right? Like, you don't see the heart. Like, they will talk about the January 6ers. They're rising up. They're stealing our democracy. But they have a poker face. But with Keir Starmer, look like you can feel the concern. It's on his face. Like, he is definitely concerned. I have not seen a human being showing more concern than this gentleman right here, right now.
English or British because of the colour of their skin, that mixed heritage families owe you an explanation, the people who've lived here for generations.
My god, like the cadence, isn't it Hitler-esque? I know they don't like these comparisons, like usually they like to compare others with Hitler. But like, isn't it Hitler? That's like meine Schweine, is it like literally the same? Like seriously, like go watch one of those historical speeches, black and white, right, with the mustache man, and see if it's not literally the same cadence. And he also looks concerned. Like look at Hitler, he also looks concerned.
Their children here, built their lives here, working in our schools, our hospitals, running.
Meine Arbeit. Am I imagining it? I don't think I'm imagining it. I'm thinking like the comparison is apt.
Businesses are our neighbours. If you say they should now be deported, then mark my words, we will fight you with everything we have, because you are the enemy of national renewal.
I say it, Keir. People who are foreign are not British. People whose ethnicity.
Okay, so the thing that I like is by saying that anyone can be British, right? Like, what's to stop me right now from Romania saying that I'm British? Like why exactly must I travel to England in order to become British? Why can't I become British from Romania? Like, I'm a more convenient person, you know? Can you not do like some form of internet, digital, British citizenship where I came from Romania, just claim, you know, I become British? Huh? Isn't that more easy? Like, why do I have to physically be in Britain to become British? Because then when you leave, you're still British, right? Like, if you have, like, an asylum seeker and they go to England and they get British citizenship, like, when they leave, they're still British. So why not skip a step? Why not just make it so, like, I decide that I'm British? Also, I understand that healthcare is a human right. That's a nice take, right? So, like, any government, like let's say Afghanistan, right? Like Afghanistan doesn't have public healthcare. So like shouldn't the British government, who has like Afghani citizens that are English, right? Because like they went into the United Kingdom, right? They became English and now they traveled back. And that means that now the British government has a moral obligation to bring military force into Afghanistan and force them to have public healthcare, right? Like they can conquer the entire area. And they can decide, no, like now it's, by the way, the Catholic Church used to do this, if you're not aware. Like they used to do this in medieval time and in the colonial era. Like they would go into a part of the world, like Norway, for instance, and they would start with baptisms, right? And they would be like, oh, like, we baptize a couple of people, and in exchange you get some goods, right? Some goods from the Christian nations that are very valuable, whether it's gold, weapons, armor, doesn't matter, right? You get goods, and all we need is like to baptize people. And the problem is like when you start baptizing people, it's kind of like the Catholic Church like taking a piss over there and marking their tree, because when you have like a lot of people baptized, well now they need a priest, right? Because like the flock, they need a shepherd, and so like they get a priest, and then when you have more Christians, you get more priests, and now more priests need a bishop, and all of a sudden you realize you're losing control of your territory, and it's like, what is going on? This is what the Japanese realized with the Jesuits. Like the Jesuits did exactly this in Japan, right? Like they went into Japan and they were trading Christian goods. They were trading advanced tools and stuff that the Japanese daimyos liked. And all of a sudden, you know, like from a couple of baptisms, you now have a priest. From a couple of priests, you now have a bishop. And they're now starting to smash Japanese temples, and they're smashing Japanese idols because, well, there's only one God and he's jealous, doesn't share the heaven. And then when the Japanese started kicking them out, because the Japanese citizens, like the daimyos, went to the emperor and said, sorry, not to the emperor, to the shogun. The shogun went to the shogun and said, like, well, how is this okay? Like, why is it that my son is now spitting on my ancestors and spitting on the gods that my grandfather gave me? And the shogun said, yeah, you're right, it's not okay. So they did a pushback. It was a pogrom. A lot of Christians were murdered, stoned. And the Christians claimed persecution, of course. Next time, and then Japan decided to become isolationist. But still, it's kind of similar now, right? Like with England, like they can use the same tactic that the Catholic Church did. It's like, okay, you become British, okay, fine. But we also believe public healthcare is a human right, and it happens that Afghanistan, yeah, it doesn't have public healthcare, so you're violating the rights of British people in there, and so we need to bring the tanks in order to get Afghanistan into the empire. Anyway, right? It's interesting. Now, here's my take about it. The whole thing with Keir Starmer coming out and declaring war like that, the only reason he would do it is because he's sure that he's going to win the next elections. And he's not going to win the next elections necessarily fairly. He's going to win the next elections very similar to probably how it was in Romania, right? Like, we have shown the world that the Romanian democracy is very stable. It had the support of the European Union. So, before the election, you can find out some problems that Nigel Farage has. You can figure out that, oh, maybe he's embezzled in some corruption. Oh, his banking system just doesn't work anymore. Oh, maybe he gets arrested. Who knows? But I understand this is democratic, right? And at the end of the day, maybe you can just cancel elections. Like it happened in Romania. Why can't it happen in Britain? Britain didn't complain when it happened in Romania, so they must say, oh, well, I mean, to save the democracy. Sure, like maybe Putin, right? Maybe Putin can interfere in British elections. And so, right? That's my take. Like, if he comes out and he's this strong against the far right and is declaring war against the far right, the only reason a person declares war is because they are sure they win. Like, he must know something that we don't. Election only ends when the people choose the correct choice. Well, it seems to be very European Union-like, right? Now I know why they're called British. Ish adverb to some extent. Japan, Poland, Balkan know what it takes to keep the crazy outfits and awesome cultures intact. Yeah. Japan even had the Buddhist purge. I didn't know about the Buddhist purge. I'll have to look into it. The thing with the Japanese is that a lot of people throughout history took their politeness for weakness. The Japanese, like when they saw the Christians, because I've been reading the history of it recently, of the Jesuit purges. And when they saw the Christians, like, what they thought, it's like, okay, well, these are educated men. They're not barbarians. They know how to read and write. That's pretty cool. And they bring good trade. And it's like, okay, so they want to baptize some people, and it's not done violently. Like, whomever wants baptism gets it. All right. And they said that's fair. Now, from the Japanese point of view, like, they don't believe in... They don't believe in one god per se. Like they had the Buddhism, which Buddhism is more like a series of morals, right? Like do's and don'ts. Like Buddha has like the paths and the teachings. It's kind of like a religion without a god per se. Like it doesn't focus on like a fatherly figure. It doesn't focus on a Zeus type entity. No, it's like Buddha was this wise man, right? And he's basically giving you the teachings in order to live in harmony. And then you have like Taoism, and Taoism is like, okay, there is a creator of the universe, and that's the Tao. But we can't really know who he is, and it doesn't really matter. To try to understand the Tao is not the point. The point is that the universe is with good and evil, and there is no such thing as absolute good or absolute evil. You kind of have to go with the flow, and the purpose is to maintain harmony, right? Like, the purpose is not to upset other people, is to maintain family units, family ties, live harmoniously. Yeah, Tao means the way, right? But anyway, they have, like, this Buddhism and Taoism thing intertwined. And for gods, they believed in the kami, right? Like, the kami is not necessarily like a god from the Mount of Olympus, where you have like Aphrodite, or you have Hermes. A kami is like a spiritual force. You know, you can have like the wind spirit, like that's a kami, or the water spirit of the lake. Like each place had a different shrine. And they also venerate their ancestors, right? Like they believe their ancestors is watching. So like every single household had like their ancestors there. Okay, so like when Christians come along, like for them that wasn't weird. It's like, okay, so there's another god in the sky, like another kami. That's fine, you know? But from the Christian point of view, it wasn't, because there is only one god. Like there's no other gods. And so they were viewing that the Japanese people that are worshiping anything else as people in need of salvation. Like their souls are being bad, you know? And not only that, but like once Christians formed a community in Japan, and it's like, okay, we live here, we live under our laws, they would view themselves as the other Japanese, tainting them, like endangering their souls. right? Like, because other Japanese exist and they're practicing their stuff, it's endangering us. It's literally the same thing that happened when Christianity was allowed in the Roman Empire, like from paganism to Christianity. It's like the Christians don't feel safe knowing that outside of their community there are other people that worship other gods. And so it ended up with the various incidents of shrines getting torn down, or ancestors getting disrespected, or ancestors' graves being desecrated. And so the Japanese shogun decided to take matters into his own hands, and the Christians did what they always do. It's like, well, they claim martyrdom, and luckily for the Japanese, there was a huge distance between Europe and Japan, right? So, like, still, the Christians did learn a lot from that, and when they sent missionaries to China, they kind of adapted. Like, the Jesuits there, like, kind of knew, it's like, okay, listen, they're polite to a point, okay? So, see what you're doing in order not to cause another international incident. Buddhism by the time reached Japan was very different and was more structural and text-based. But yeah, like, I'm looking at world religions and what actually makes them good. It seems that religions like the Norse didn't really survive because they weren't centralized. Like, religions that are all over the place and have, like, different laws, they don't work. And so the best type of religions are the ones that have a central codified laws and also promote stuff in writing. So Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, like all these things that are codified and they have like a central laws and they fight against like complete degeneracy. These are the religions that have prospered. Religions that are like completely degenerate or religions that don't have these things, they washed away with time. I learned everything from Ninja Scroll. Oh. Hello, David. David, welcome to the show. Oh, I got another super chat. Hold on. Member for 35 months from Soul on the Lich. Well, thank you. Terms of service mandatory praise of the Prophet. We do have to praise the Prophet. They will probably not have any depictions of Muhammad in EA games. Like, I don't see that happening. They will also have to shelve any sequel for Commandos. Man, like, Commandos Red Alert was such a fucking nice game. I want everyone to know what was lost, okay? Like, this is what they taken away from us. Sorry, not Commandos. Command and Conquer Generals. I want you guys to see just how based and masculine video games used to be, right? And try to deny what you're seeing here. Like, try to disagree with the argument is what I'm saying. Alright? Chat, look at this. Not this, chat, not this. Oh my fucking god, not this. No. What follows after?
In the modern world, great leaders resolve their conflicts with words. Death Launcher. Carbon bombing. Tomahawk missiles.
This is what they took from us, chat. This is what we lost. Let me show you the expansion as well.
For their liberation, American once more again denied involvement had the fragmented global armoring for the American is signature shock.
Wait, why did they fuck up the... Aw. This is not the actual intro, chat.
EA Games.
A terrorist base destroyed by American forces while defending
Our
civilians.
victorious forces continue their liberation
against a struggling
America and China reporting
in
several
today's Security
GI
Council session.
Tensions are high. Senseless American aggression once more fills the
Our
sky.
premier again denied involvement with
The military had the fragmented Global Liberation Army on the
splinter
run.
groups vying for control.
The American response is its signature shock and awe campaign.
China is here to help our European comrades.
The United States believes that a general, codenamed Dr. Thrax, is running the lethal program.
I love how like everything is serious, and then the general name Dr. Thrax. Dr. Thrax is running the anthrax program. This was like a huge fear back in the day, like anthrax-based terrorism, because like it's a powder, right? And if you get it in a mail, it can assassinate someone. So they created Dr. Thrax. And also, you know, like there's no reason not to have some sexy bitches in the game. Like, look, look what they took from us, chat. Look what they ripped away from our bosoms, and we will never get it back. And they're laughing at us. We need to take something away from them now. They have done this, and now we need to take what they love. They loved social justice and wokeness. We rip it away from them, chat. We rip it away. And anyone that fucks with us, we rip away something from them too, until no one has the right to fuck with us anymore. And that's when we get legitimacy. Anyway, right, I should end the stream right here, but, oh goodness, I have another super chat. SRC Maker. Thank you for the $20. Electric spirituality, what I base my personal church on, is the true way. No idea why anyone who wants to join spiritual religious path wouldn't come join me. No donations needed. Obviously, I'm the only one who donates to good causes. Well, if you want to start a religion, you need a charismatic personality or a strong emotional event. And then it needs to have like logical, compelling framework. And you also need something that's creating awe, right? Like wholesomeness / awe. Usually, like, the charismatic personality goes with. Like, if you find someone like, who's the guy that created Scientology, right? Like, that's the man you need. Herbert or some shit like that? Yeah, like, he can create something. Dr. Threat is a PhD only. Oh, my goodness. I imagine if this was in 2025, it would be like Dr. Thrax. Pronouns. She, her. Anyway, chat. Thank you for watching. I appreciate the super chats. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.